I could feel my pulse hammering against my skull as Lisa stood in front of me, her fingers wrapped around Mark's like it was the most natural thing in the world. My wife. The woman I had built a life with. Standing there, pretending this was some kind of civilized discussion instead of a knife to the gut. Mark's kids sprawled on the couch, smirking like they already belonged. Strangers. Invaders. Acting as if they had the right to sit where my son and I had watched movies, laughed, lived. I inhaled sharply. Lisa, what the hell is this? She sighed, exasperation dripping from her voice. David, don't make this harder than it has to be. Harder. My world was splintering, and she wanted to act like this was some neat little transaction. Ethan shifted beside me, his small fingers gripping my sleeve. His presence grounded me, reminded me that whatever hellstorm was coming, I wasn't facing it alone. Lisa continued, her voice syrupy with forced patience. I didn't want you to hear about this from someone else. Mark smirked. We figured it was best to be upfront, man to man. Man to man. This bastard stood in my house, next to my wife, and had the audacity to talk like we were equals. I ignored him. Ethan, go to your room. Lisa's head snapped up. No, he should be part of this conversation. I turned to my son. Buddy, please. Ethan didn't move. His fingers dug deeper into my sleeve. His eyes, so much like mine, locked onto his mother with something I'd never seen before, betrayal. Lisa hesitated. David, Just say it, I growled. She squared her shoulders. I'm moving in with Mark. I've filed for divorce. My chest tightened. Even though I had seen this coming in the worst corners of my nightmares, hearing the words still knocked the air from my lungs. Ethan let go of me, stepping forward. Mom. His voice was small, shaking. Lisa's face softened. Sweetheart, I know this is a lot. You're leaving us. His words sliced through the air. Lisa blinked. No, baby, I'm not leaving you. You'll still see me all the time. Ethan's shoulders trembled. But you won't be here. Lisa reached for him, but he stepped back. Ethan, I promise, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change? She really thought he'd buy that? Ethan's face crumpled. Then why does it feel like everything is? Silence. Heavy. Unbearable. Mark sighed loudly. Lisa, we should go. Ethan turned to me, his voice cracking. Dad, can we go somewhere? Lisa shook her head. Ethan, we need to talk about this together. He didn't look at her. I don't want to be here. My fists clenched. My heart ached for my son, for what this moment was doing to him. I met Lisa's gaze. You can have your boyfriend. My voice was razor-sharp. But don't expect me to let you rip my son's world apart without a fight. Lisa's lips parted, but for the first time that night, she had nothing to say. Lisa stood frozen, staring at our son like she didn't recognize him. The confidence she had walked in with, the carefully crafted script she had probably rehearsed with Mark, was unraveling with every second. Ethan wasn't following the plan. He wasn't nodding along, accepting her decision like an obedient child. Her hands trembled slightly. Ethan, baby, I know this is confusing, but... He shook his head violently. No, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't be doing this. Lisa glanced at Mark, searching for reassurance, but he stayed silent. His sons fidgeted uncomfortably, clearly realizing this wasn't going as smoothly as expected. I stayed quiet, letting Ethan speak, letting his words cut through the performance Lisa had prepared. You love him more than us, Ethan whispered. Lisa recoiled. That's not true. Then why are you choosing him? His voice cracked, but there was a fire in his eyes I had never seen before. Mark cleared his throat, stepping forward. Look, kid. Don't call me that. Ethan snapped, his small hands balled into fists. You're nothing to me. Lisa gasped. Ethan, don't be rude. His face twisted in disbelief. Rude? Mom, you're standing here telling me our family doesn't matter anymore, and you want me to be polite. Lisa's jaw tightened. This isn't about choosing anyone over you. It's about me being happy. Ethan's voice dropped to a whisper. So we don't make you happy. Lisa paled. That's not what I meant. It's what you're saying. His chest rose and fell rapidly. He turned to me, his eyes filled with a desperate, silent plea. I placed a hand on his shoulder, grounding him, shielding him. We don't have to stay here for this, I said softly. Lisa stepped forward. David, don't do this. I met her gaze, cold and unflinching. You already did. Mark sighed, rubbing his temples. Lisa, let's go. This isn't productive. Ethan's body tensed. Yeah, Mom. Go. Since that's what you want. Lisa's breath hitched. Ethan, please. He turned away, his shoulders shaking. You already made your choice. Lisa's face crumbled, but it was too late. The damage was done. Lisa looked at Ethan like he had just shattered something inside her, but I could see the truth. She had never expected him to fight back. She had assumed that because he was young, he would accept this, maybe even adjust quickly. But he wasn't playing along with the fantasy she had built. He was tearing it down, brick by brick, with nothing but his pain and his words. Mark exhaled loudly, clearly annoyed. Lisa, let's go. This is ridiculous. Ethan turned to him, his hands still clenched into tight fists. You're ridiculous, he spat. You walk in here like we're supposed to be okay with you. Like my mom replacing my dad is just normal. Mark rolled his eyes. Look, kid, I know this is tough, but... Ethan stepped forward, his face burning with anger. Stop calling me kid. You don't know me. You'll never know me. Lisa reached for him again, but he jerked away. Ethan, I swear, I never wanted to hurt you. Then why did you? His voice cracked, and for the first time, I saw the little boy inside him breaking. Lisa's lips trembled. I thought you'd understand that I deserve to be happy too. Ethan let out a sharp, bitter laugh. Happy? He wiped his eyes with his sleeve. So your happiness means wrecking everything we had? Bringing him here? Making me sit on our couch while his stupid kids act like this is their house? Mark's sons had been silent until now, but one of them finally spoke up, his voice dripping with arrogance. Dude, calm down. It's not that deep. I saw Ethan's body stiffen before he turned to face the boy. Not that deep. His voice was deadly quiet. Lisa's face darkened. Nathan, stay out of this, she warned the boy, but it was too late. Ethan took a shaky breath. You have no idea what it's like to watch your mom throw away your family like trash. So don't you dare tell me how I should feel. The room went silent. Nathan shifted uncomfortably, realizing he had said the wrong thing. Mark's other son nudged him, silently telling him to shut up. Lisa looked completely undone, her confident facade now in ruins. Ethan, please. I don't want to lose you. Ethan stared at her, his expression unreadable. Then, in a voice so low I barely heard it, he said, You already did. Lisa staggered back like he had struck her. Mark ran a hand through his hair, frustrated. Lisa, let's go. This is going nowhere. I finally spoke, my voice ice-cold. Yeah, Lisa. Go. That's what you wanted, right? Her eyes filled with tears. David, don't do this. I don't want things to be ugly. I laughed bitterly. You burned our house down and now you're upset about the ashes? She sobbed openly, but Ethan didn't move toward her. He just watched her fall apart, the way she had expected us to. Mark muttered under his breath, grabbing his sons by the shoulders. Come on. This is a waste of time. Lisa hesitated, looking at Ethan one last time. Baby, I love you. Ethan didn't even blink. If you did, you wouldn't be walking out that door. She choked on a sob, but she followed Mark anyway. And just like that, she was gone. The front door shut behind Lisa, leaving behind an eerie silence. The house, once filled with warmth and laughter, now felt hollow. I looked down at Ethan, his small shoulders trembling as he stared at the door she had walked out of. My heart ached for him, for both of us. I knelt beside him. Hey, buddy. He didn't look at me, his eyes still locked on the spot where his mother had stood. She really left. His voice was barely above a whisper. I placed a hand on his shoulder, steady and firm. Yeah, she did. A tear slipped down his cheek, but he quickly wiped it away, sniffling. Is it my fault? My chest tightened. Ethan, look at me. He turned, his big, wounded eyes searching mine for something. Maybe reassurance, maybe a reason to believe that everything would be okay. This is not your fault, I said, my voice firm. Your mom made her choice. That has nothing to do with you. You didn't push her away. She walked away. Ethan swallowed hard. But if I was enough, she would have stayed, right? I shook my head, my heart breaking. No, son. If she was enough, she wouldn't have needed someone else. He processed my words, then slowly nodded. I hate her. I sighed, pulling him into a hug. You don't have to hate her. You just have to remember that her choices don't define you. We are still a family, and nothing can change that. Ethan clung to me for a long time, his small frame shaking. I held him, letting him cry, letting him release the pain that had been building up. I had never been more certain of anything in my life. Lisa had destroyed our marriage, but she wasn't going to destroy our son. After a while, he pulled away, wiping his face. What happens now? I forced a small smile. Now, we rebuild. We make new memories. And we prove that we don't need anyone who doesn't choose us. Ethan thought for a moment, then nodded. Okay. Later that evening, we ordered pizza, something we used to do on family movie nights before Lisa had started working late. We picked a comedy, one of Ethan's favorites, and for the first time in weeks, I heard him laugh. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't easy. But it was ours. And that was enough.